everybody. Welcome to episode 102. I'm Marie.
I'm Dominique. And
what is the answer?
I've not left the meeting. That's
yay. Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What are 2 weeks?
Them 2 weeks flown by.
They have flown by. I don't know where the heck the time's gone.
I don't know about everyone else, but yes.
I mean, you, at least because you've been busy as well.
It always is this time of year, but
you survived the Lincoln Christmas market.
Survived. Let me make sure.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Lisa.
There we go.
Well, I'm in pajamas.
Well,
with my cardigan on. I'm pajama-ing.
Why not?
Well, I came back from driving up from the northeast, down from the northeast.
Definitely down. Jumped
in the shower and thought, do you know what? I'm not putting real clothes on. I'm putting my pajamas on. But I put a cardigan on. It's
December, so this time of year you're allowed to.
Exactly. Thank you, Victoria. Yes, it's all sparkling. I'm thinking that by the time we get going, it might get a bit darker and you'll see the lights a bit better.
Yeah, well, I've had to start with all the lights on because it's definitely going to be dark by the time we finish now.
As you can see, I like a tree full of stuff.
Some Santas,
some Mickey Mouses, some Tinkerbells, all sorts. Lots of Santas.
That looks like a red and white tree.
It's a. I don't have a colour theme. I just go for things I like.
Everything you can see there is red and white.
Actually, it is. It is very red and white. Probably red is the main theme. And I have a Santa on the top.
Why not?
Oh, can you see him? There he is.
There he is.
Santa's on the top. Right.
Have you got
Stuart? Perfect. Go on.
Have you got any Wesleydale Lumble Santas on the tree?
No, but we'll just do a look. I've got Christmas decorations everywhere. I've got some there, and I don't know if you can see on the mantelpiece.
Oh,
that's where they are.
Perfect.
They're all hung up there. Right, so I can bring them. And I've got to say, this is only one room that I've decorated. I do go a little bit mental, but I love Christmas. What can I say?
Yeah.
Right.
Are the candy canes up?
Oh, don't talk about the candy canes. The candy canes are up, but they're on the back gate.
Okay. Why?
Mr. Hammond thought they looked a little bit tacky on the porch.
What did he think they were going to look like?
I don't know. But I think that gives me a good excuse next year to buy real ones.
Oh,
method in the madness. Anyway, they're there at the back gate, so you can see them on the back gate. So the porch is currently covered in gazillion lights.
Well, at least they're up.
Exactly, of course they're up. They're up. Well, I think we've got quite a few people who've joined. Hello.
Good afternoon.
I like your little brooch.
Well, it needs to come on. I'd saved it. So, you can't see, but I am in my Christmas.
You are.
I've started. We'll get, more and more
festive
as the weeks go on for the next 2 weeks. But this isn't my classy Christmas jumper.
Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a lovely candy cane top, which will become a bit. It's a t-shirt, but it's like semi-pajamas. I've got my nice fluffy red pajama bottoms on. Though I look like Santa's reject helper, I think.
I've got to be honest, if I wasn't going out later, I think I'd be on the mulled wine and I'd be in my pajamas. But I was just saying to Maria, I've got to go out later. Bothered at the minute. So I need to keep myself as ready to go as possible.
Bless you. Well, I've got a couple of things knitting-wise. I haven't really done a lot. I know you've been busy, but I've got some of my things that my friend made in my advent calendar to show.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is going to be a surprise to everyone.
So what would you like to see first? Would you like some knitting or some adventing? What do you want?
See a bit of knitting. I've not done much, but I've got a bit of knitting, and then we'll intersperse it with festive merriment.
Festive merriment, I like that. Well, because I have been up Dad's a bit longer than I anticipated this week with hospital visits and God knows what else. Thankfully, I didn't take enough underwear, but I did take enough wool. Thankfully, you can wash your underwear. So it's finished. I've got it to block, and then I sew it together after it's blocked. So can you see?
So is it knit in one piece, the back and then front?
So you knit the back, which is basically a huge, great big rectangle. Yeah. And you knit the two fronts, join them together at the shoulders.
Right.
And then pick the stitches up.
And then put your sleeves in.
And then you just sew up and on. But last time I did it, I sewed it, and it would have been better to have blocked it. So this time I'm going to, not much, but just like steam block it a bit.
Yeah.
So that is another one of those huge, redunculous shaped, shorty, huge cardigans for Grace.
No buttons?
Yes, I've got buttonholes in, but I just need to get some. I've got some of those brown chunky buttons, so there's my buttonhole. So that's it. It looks misshapen until it's all fastened together. Do you know what I mean? But and that was knitting paint box chunky wool held double, and it was the you had it on the other time, didn't you? Colonial cardigan, I think.
Yes, it was. It was the Lion brand colonial cropped cardigan.
But I didn't use the full pattern. I changed it because obviously Grace wanted it in like a patchworky colour again. So I just used the pattern loosely to get my stitch count, and then I just altered the bit. It's like on that pattern, it hasn't got the what's that word? The front button band, yes. It's all combined, but I wanted to do with a contrasting colour, so I just picked my stitches up. So I just adapted I found a pattern that was just like a big slouchy cardigan that was short, and just used it like that. So
once you've got your stitch count, and roughly it'll give you the schematics to know what size you can go with.
But I'm so pleased that I finished it, because look at the size of the needles, where have I put them? I mean, they're just huge.
Yeah.
Size 10s. They've really been hurting my wrists. So I was determined. I cast it off last night. I was up till about 10 o'clock, 10:30, casting off, because I thought I need to get it finished, because if I don't get it finished, I just wanted to fling it in the corner somewhere, because it was just so heavy and cumbersome. I was really having to do a lot of movement when I was knitting instead of just easy knitting. So, but I'm finished. I'm pleased with it. And it'll look better once it's blocked, and I'll take some photos and I'll shove them on the thing. So
yeah, excellent.
So at least that's one put down. It's taken me a bit longer than I thought, but only because I got bored with it. You know what I mean? I got bits.
What did you use in the end?
I don't know. I'll weigh it. I really don't know, because I bought some and then I needed to order more, and now I seem to have loads of wool left. But it's always the way, isn't it? But I'll use it.
That's really heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll use it for stuff, because it's like hat weight stuff for weight. So have you managed to get any knitting done?
Only since Wednesday. So normally I'm sat in the control room knitting. I got absolutely nothing done at all. I didn't do any knitting at the retreat, because we've got that to tell you all about. I did some crochet on my blanket. I did no knitting. So I've got 2 cast-ons.
Let's see one cast-on then.
The first one, I mean, it's a cast-on and nearly it should have been a cast-off. I fancied the, where's that gone? I've not printed it out, stand by. Triangulum blanket.
Oh my Lord.
Ellie of Craft House Magic. They're triangles.
Wow.
That could go wrong, but let me see if I can show you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Yeah, perfect. That's really clever.
really clever.
I mean, that you must like that with all the maths involved and the shaping of the geometry.
It's quite, I've done one, so I've knit one, but she said they take about 3 or 4 grams. You can do it in double knit or 4-ply. Well, I've done it in 4-ply just because I've got more little odds of 4-ply. I mean, it's meant to be a blanket. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I needed something that was going to be quick, that you didn't really have to think about.
Yes.
So I don't know what I've started, but I've knit a triangle. Basically, I've knit a triangle.
Very nice. What's the wool there? Do you know what it is? Or is it?
Oh, it's ours. It's from Advent calendars.
Oh, yes.
That
looks a bit winter's nightish, doesn't it?
Looks like Winter's Night. Did Winter's Night start off as an Advent?
Did, I think. I can't remember.
It didn't, because I don't know, but it looks very much like Winter's Night, but it's bits of Advent calendar. So I'd seen Ellie had done it, shown it on her podcast a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago maybe, and it just looks so nice because it looks textured. Because you're joining triangles, they're not like squares and flat. I don't know. But anyway, I thought, I don't have to think about it. It's easy. It's on DPNs, which I like. So let's see what it becomes, if it becomes anything.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's a cast on and nearly a cast off.
Oh, very good.
So
that's one cast on, one cast off. I'm still working. I'm working on the little vest.
Oh yeah.
So I'm working on that, and I'm just about to separate for the well, they're not sleeves, are they? You know, just for the opening. So I haven't got much to do. So this again is knit on the same wool. It's paint box. So I might even do like a brown version one at some point. Maybe not for Christmas, but I've got enough to make a few of them if she likes them.
That chunky, not held double.
No, this is just chunky held as normal.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a bit better. So I'm on size 6 needles. So they're easier to, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll soon have that finished. I'm hoping I'll have that finished this weekend. Then I've only got a couple of things to knit for Christmas, little things. And then I can knit for me, which I'm looking forward to, because I've got 2 jumpers I need to do that I want to get started. My lady whistle down, which is, can I be honest?
You're going to rip it out, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to rip it out. I like the pattern and I like the wool. I don't like them together because I don't think you can see the pattern with the wool. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, see, I think that yarn looks really, really nice as a jumper.
Oh, I like the jumper, but I don't like the detail on the sleeves.
Right.
I think I'll lose it on the sleeves, and I think it's a shame. I don't know. I might keep going, but I'm not feeling it at the minute. I might leave it and come back to it, I think. I'm not going to pull it out yet, because I have done quite a bit of it. I'm not going to pull it out yet. But
even if you finish it and you can't see the sleeve detail,
it doesn't matter, does it then?
Still a nice jumper. It still looks.
Yeah. I like it as a jumper, but I just wasn't sure if it was wasted. Yes, that was the word I was looking for, Lucy. Armholes.
But I suppose you can always knit the jumper again in a plain yarn.
Yes, I think it would look nicer in a plain yarn, so then you can see the detail on the sleeves.
But it might be the same if you like the shape of the jumper to pull it out, except that you won't see the sleeve detail.
I might just put it in a corner somewhere and just look at it for a while and then come back to it. I think it's because I want to start on either that red and white wool I bought, you know, for the one that Jane Reed, can you remember the name of it? It would have a lot of fair isle pattern that came really low down.
Yes.
And then I've also got the wool. Has the wool arrived for you from Wesleydale Long Wool? Has it arrived?
Not yet.
I'm going to use that wool to make the the cable Gansey. Can't remember what that one's called. I mean, I'm not doing a good job here, am I?
The sleeveless one.
No, the one that Kath was wearing.
Wearing.
With the stripes. I want to knit that, so I'm desperate to start those, but I know I need to get my Christmas knitting done. So Yeah. I'm trying to get my Christmas knitting done, and then I want to knit these jumpers. So can't remember.
No, well, I want to say it was the planetarium, but it wasn't, because
Can't remember what it's called. It's Jane. What was that? Jane's on. Jane, what was that nice jumper with all the ferrite, with all the colour work on the front in 2 colours?
Do with space or astronomy?
I mean, I could look on my iPad, because I think I've downloaded it. Stand by.
It was like spacey, astronomy, celestial, or something.
Yes, I think you might. I haven't got it on my thing. I mean, this is ridiculous, isn't it? We're supposed to be giving you information in, and at the minute, neither of us can string a sentence together.
Well, it's fine, because you're not going to cast it on yet. So when you cast it ready, but it was celestial something. I mean, this is like, can you test your memory of what day of the week? At least I remember
neither of us are with it today. We are really not with it today, are we? So anything could happen, as we know. We like it when anything could happen. Right, I'm going in my notebook to see, have a look. There it is. Favourites. Is it in the
Pagan Sky, Jane's saying.
Oh, thanks, Jane. Good job. Somebody knows what the heck's going on. That's it. Pagan Sky. It's beautiful. That is what it's called.
I mean, I was in the right area, kind of.
You were kind of in the right area, as in it was in the sky. I'm just going to clear my thing. There you go. It's just, that's a bit better. That's better. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then the other one I can't remember. I'm going to do that as well.
For what that one was, but I can find it and put a link. Pagan Sky plus calf jumper. I know what that one was.
Oh, I can tell you what it is. Calf jumper is called the Wesleydale Stripey Gansey. I was nearly there, because I said Gansey, I said striped, and I meant Wensleydale. So really together, it's there.
You said cabled in there.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Give me, can I have 2 points?
Yeah, you can definitely have 2 points for that. You can definitely have 2 points for that. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
This is the trouble. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed with new things you want to cast on, don't you?
And it's really annoying when you want to cast them on and you know you've got other stuff to do. Really annoying.
I think that's probably why I cast that trying on, because I was a bit like, I'm not inspired by anything at the minute. You
need something new to do. Yeah.
So why not start another blanket? Because
why not just cast it on and just worry about it later? That's a good point. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that this weekend, cheer myself up.
Why not?
Why not?
It'll all get done eventually.
What's your other cast on?
The other cast on is, now this I was very excited about.
Oh, I saw you'd posted.
It's cold outside, double knit.
Oh, snugglies. That looks lovely.
So I've given the Saint Nick sock pattern a second go, because you could see the increases in the toe.
On your toe. You've cracked it.
Well, I've ignored her make one, and I've done the one I always do, and I've cracked it.
I like the toe shape, though, I've got to say.
I'm not sure I do.
I like a rounded toe.
But I thought I'm going to do that, and then I've gone back to my socks from the toe up Wendy D. Johnson book, and I'm going to do a proper heel flap and gusset, which I never do. They're just going to be slouchy, warm.
Yeah, comfy socks. Oh, nice. They hold it up again. It looks really nice knit up, that. From there, it looks grey, but it's not grey, is it? It's blue.
It is definitely, it's blue and green. And then every now and again, I really like, you get like a really dark bit.
Literally on the camera here, it looks grey. And I know it's not grey, it's blue. Weird.
It's definitely blue.
There looks blue, but it looks really grey. Weird. Ooh.
I suppose there are bits of grey in there. But once I dyed that up 2 or 3 weeks ago, I really wanted to cast it on. Then I made the mistake and it came to you with all the orders, and then I didn't get it back till the retreat, and of course I didn't get a chance. So Sue at the retreat had the 4-ply Baby It's Cold Outside, and she'd cast a shawl on, and she'd cast it off going home.
And it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks really nice. Really nice.
So it looks just as nice in the double knit. It's so squishy. So yeah, that was just easy, not have to think about it. Sock knitting. So that was my other cast on.
Well, now you've mentioned the retreat, I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit, because I have got to say, I'm in a newfound awesomeness of Dominique. I mean, this personality that I didn't even know existed appeared on the retreat. Who knew that Dominique was a secret 1980s host for quiz shows? I mean, I don't know where it came from, but this new personality developed, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It all started with bingo. I mean
we were sat an evening meal. We were sat on 2 tables, and we all swapped around every day, every meal time. And it just so happened that one table had all played bingo and knew what they were doing, and one table had never played bingo and didn't know what they were doing. And it just started from there. But
Dominique embodied this new personality of the bingo caller. I mean, I've never seen like that. I mean, she was animated, all this bouncing about. It was hilarious. It was so funny. I mean, I didn't even know. Like, we were talking about, I think the last time I played bingo was children's bingo. And it on your card, it had corners, and there were numbers in the corners. So I said to Dominique, she said, well, we'll do corners, we'll do lines, and we'll do full houses, which I understood. And I looked at my bingo card, but it didn't have numbers in the corners. So I said, quite innocently, I said, I've got no corners. To the response was, your corners are your corners. Well, I mean, it was hilarious. So I had to have it explained to me. Technically, it's not your corners. It's on the top line, the left hand and the right hand, and on the bottom line, the first left hand and right hand. They're not corners, Dominique. They're not corners.
They are in a game of bingo. I was doing all the calls. My table, 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Their table, nothing. My table, woo woo. Just all the responses. One table did everything, and the other table were just like, what was that?
I hadn't a clue what was going on. It was so funny. But the funniest thing was, your voice was getting higher and higher. And then by the end, prizes were being lobbed at people across the room. It was so funny. Then she kept doing, I'm thinking of a number. I'm thinking of what number am I thinking of? Honestly, I've never laughed so much. So this then took us down a bit of a rabbit hole, didn't it? Then she started channeling, Jim Bowen on Bullseye. We had Bullseye, we had Bruce's play cards, right? We had Dusty Bin on 3, 2, 4. Honestly, and she knew all the lines. I couldn't stop laughing. See? So I think for the next retreat, we are we'll be having some sort of games night, because it was the funniest thing ever.
Just amazed me that so many people couldn't remember some things. And,
I could remember them, but I couldn't remember all the sayings. You were just like coming out with it, like you were just coming out. When we were talking about the cards, you then knew all the sayings that went with it. I was just like, oh man.
I mean, it's not just higher and lower. You can freeze. Freeze? Do you want to freeze? Helicopters overhead. It was, I think I should have been a game show host in a former life.
I think you should definitely be in a game. You and Lisa could have run Bullseye. I mean...
we could. We've got the non-dart player first. Marie, up to the hockey. Oh, she's thrown a 2. Don't panic. Calm yourself down. Take a deep breath. That's what Jim would say. Then you'd throw and you'd say, Lisa, she's left you 79. 79 is all you need. I mean, do you not remember? We've got the non-dart player going first.
the way you were saying it, as if you were him. That was just what was cracking me up. You just went off on one. You just like went off like, I am Jim Bowen, right? I'm there, and you were him. That was what was funny. You were talking to yourself. It was hilarious. Anyway, oh my goodness me. So, I mean, it's got me thinking. I'm already thinking I'm going to make a wheelie dusty bin at this rate. I mean, we could have all sorts. But
yeah, Sally,
I'm going with that, Sally. We were playing traditional. Well, I don't know what we were playing, but I mean, we were too scared at one point to even say we had four corners because we didn't know if we had four corners or not. It was hilarious.
Anyway, you know, some knitting was done by lots of people, but we did play.
Have you not got your little gift I left you the other day to show?
Oh, well, I have, but it's not here. Stand by.
Honestly, I'm not surprised you're laughing because I still find myself thinking about it. Especially when she just started talking and like saying all the lingo, I was absolutely cracking up. I don't know where it came from. That was the funniest thing, because when we first talked about it, it was me and Sue that had mentioned on knitting group. I said, "Oh," she was saying, "What about bingo?" And I thought, "Oh yeah, we could do bingo." And I mentioned it to Dominique. I thought, "Well, I don't know if she'll really want to play bingo." What little did I know that she, you know, I reckon she's down the gala bingo every night. I reckon that's what it is.
That's what I've said. I think I've played bingo once since I was, I don't know, 14, but it's there.
It's there. It's there. Did you see what I've ordered her? The gigantic playing cards for Brucey.
We've got a deck of cards and we'll be ready to go.
We're all ready to go.
Although someone did suggest a games night. We might have to do a games night live.
Yeah, I mean, that would be even funnier, wouldn't it? Crikey me.
Maybe we ought to just check that there's no copyright.
Maybe we need to just check. Maybe we just need to do it as a private Zoom session and then it doesn't matter, does it?
That's true.
We could do it as a Zoom group. We could get people to join us for a Zoom night of Dominique and Marie's bonkers games night.
I mean, yeah.
Lucy, you would have been, I nearly wet myself. It was that funny. I couldn't even see numbers because it was laughing so much.
I've already started making notes for the questions.
Oh, Lord.
It used to be, you know, like we asked 100 people if you broke down at the side of the road, would you hitch a lift? How many of our 100 people said yes, they would hitch a lift? And then you'd go to the first couple and they'd say, 43. 43. Then you go to couple B and they'd go, higher. Oh, it was 27.
Looks like you're having a conversation with yourself.
Right, Marie, you've got personality board. So I've been working out them questions ready to.
What I want you to do as well, if you need to write out, and we need to have a think about this for the 3, 2, 1. You know the rhyme that you had at the end, where
you were better at that than me. I mean, they were
ridiculous. It used to be like. Dusty Bin, he's walking down the street and he sees a man walk into a shop. Now, in the shop window is a picture of a small boat. And you're thinking, oh, I've won the boat. No, he then goes through to the back and he sees a canteen of cutlery. The canteen of cutlery is now being stolen. It's just been taken off by a burglar who's run off down the street and he jumped on a motorbike. Oh, I'm going to win a motorbike. I'm winning a motorbike. By the end of it, you've won a thimble. Do you know what I mean? It used to be, you'd be sat there thinking, oh, yeah, that's what you're winning. That's what you're winning. Oh, unlucky. There's your tin of soup or whatever. So
it was always a canteen of cutlery.
Canteen of cutlery.
Oh.
I mean, we went through everything, didn't we? We had Sale of the Century. We had blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank. Celebrity Squares.
Yeah, I didn't remember Celebrity Squares, but that was noughts and crosses, but I couldn't work. Anyway.
I think blankety blank could be funny with some of our, you know, with I mean, it could come out as anything, couldn't it?
Yeah. Yes. So I've now got a pair of. What'd
you get for a pair?
And I did think that up here, if I clear everything off, there's your, because you need to be stood up turning your cards.
You've already decided at Hemswell where you're going to use, haven't you? You've got it all sorted out. You know what you're doing.
We need a set square, because Marie doesn't remember, but you'd get so far, and if you got to like a 8 or 9, you could freeze, and then the set square would come across, and you
Did the dolly dealer move the set square across?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, anyway, yeah.
Hours of fun before March. That's all I'm going to say. There'll be lots of things going on in the background that you'll all be thinking, what on earth is going on?
Yeah.
But we might just have a practice. I do like that idea.
Yeah, I think so. You know, a games night, sat at home in your pyjamas.
Exactly.
Who knows what you could win? I could try and lob you some minis. There were not enough prizes being won, so I just wrote down like 6 numbers, and if them numbers came up, it was a spot prize.
Yeah, it was very funny. Never mind. So that we did have some hilarity, and so the March retreat. Everybody who's coming to the March retreat, we've sent out the second payment instalment.
Yeah.
And we did say originally that it meant to be paid by the 6th of December, but we've given you a little bit of leeway. And then the next one will be sent out at the beginning of January. That'll need paying by beginning of February, wasn't it? We said. If you haven't seen them in your email, have a look, because they've all been sent out now. And while I'm thinking of the retreat of Hemswell Court, we've only got 3 spaces left on the afternoon tea with us pair of lunatics in June, end of January. June? Where am I going? I mean, yeah, might be one in January. Definitely in January. There's 3 spaces left. So
that's just reminded me, because we were talking about that literally as everyone was leaving and walking out, and then Kath from Wesleydale Longmoor Sheep Shop came up with the genius idea that we need to workshop, but Witter on tour.
Witter afternoon.
Yeah, no one can get to Lincolnshire for an afternoon tea. We could just tour the country.
We can come to you.
So we were thinking we might have to look at, you know, sourcing a venue or getting people to source a venue near them, and then we could host an afternoon tea somewhere near you.
Somewhere. There's no escaping us, is there? No escaping us. You can't get away from us.
So that's in the pipeline, but we like that suggestion.
Yeah, we did. We are definitely getting our thinking caps on for that, aren't we?
We are. We just need a Hemswell Court somewhere else in the...
So anybody who lives in an area that you would like us to come to, if you've got any ideas of where we may be able to go, to get about 20 odd people for an afternoon in one location that does afternoon tea, let us know.
Yeah.
Victoria, we might be pushing it a little bit to get as far as you, but you never know. One day we might
but you never know.
Nobody's safe, are they? Nobody's safe.
Kathy, I think we could come to you.
Kathy, we would. It's on my card, and I'm keep nudging Dominique.
So I think we could do Kathy in Boston and Victoria, and then just hop over to Judith.
Hop over to Judith. I mean, look, she's gone on a worldwide tour now.
Well, you know, you might as well make the most of it.
You may as well do it, haven't you?
Yeah. So anyway, afternoon tea on the end of January. We're looking forward to that, but we might be able to come somewhere else. You never know. You never, ever know. Oh dear. Right.
After that excitement, would you like to see I haven't even opened it myself because it was here when I got home. December's
oh yes,
my cards. I got the one last time, which was my Christmas cards that came last time, but I'm not showing you them because I've written some of the Christmas cards. But this is the December edition of the Wildflower Paper Club.
That's just reminded me. I've got mine. I can show you.
I have, and I like how it arrives all nicely wrapped up in little paper. So I'm going to just have a look in here. So last time the November one was little Christmas cards and things. Oh, it's like Christmas.
Oh, you see, we've already got ideas for places to go. And Victoria said it's only a 2-hour flight from Boston.
Oh, I mean that's like nothing, is it? So, I've got some stickers.
Oh, nice.
And then I've got Oh, I've got a little writing desk.
Bit higher. There you go.
I've got, I think it's a chrysanthemum mum.
Oh, yes.
And then I've got a little thank you card.
Nice.
I've got another chrysanthemum bookmark. I think I'm going to put these in a frame because I'm getting quite a few of them. There's a desk again that's a postcard.
Nice. I like that.
And then I've got a camellia, a January note.
Oh, no.
So that's nice. I like them. So they're all mine this year. The Christmas one was lovely because it was lots of little Christmas cards.
Well, my December one came and it was Christmas, so I've got 3 little gift tags.
Oh, they're cute. I like them.
A bookmark.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My little card's a mistletoe one.
Oh.
And I just...
They are so cute. I love those with the little woolies on.
Really...
They're nice.
I mean, it was as if you knew when you did the thumbnail for today's, because nice snow globe.
Oh, nice.
And then another orange one. So there were bonuses in there this time. The birds, that robin, the jumper.
Look at its little face.
Oh, I'd not even noticed. It's got a Rudolph jumper on.
It's fantastic.
The attention to detail, the Christmas. I've not noticed.
Oh, he's got a nice little motif on his yoke jumper.
The tags are them 3 shrunk down. So yeah, really nice. I'd forgot to show you them, but
they look really cute. So
yeah,
I'm just turning my heating up. The heating seems to have gone off. I'm freezing.
Oh dear.
Because where do yours come from again? Yours are Brooke Marie.
Yes. Brooke
Marie art.
Yeah, just brookemarie.co.uk, the monthly illustration club. I'll put a link, but
I mean, I'm looking at all these: Brighton Pavilion, the Casa Hotel, Chesterfield. When we're getting loads of lists, we'll just keep sending us, and we can research them and have a look at where might be good for us to come.
Just need somewhere. I mean, Hemswell's perfect because it's a hotel, but it's more of like a event place. People have weddings and things, so when we have afternoon tea, there'll just be us. We've got 2 rooms to sit in. We're never going to get something like that, but it's just somewhere that you can have your afternoon tea, but somewhere else to go and sit and knit afterwards.
Yeah. Or somewhere that's big enough for, we need to just send us some ideas if you know of anywhere, and then we can just have a look and see if it's going to work out.
Yes.
What else have you got to show us there?
I've got one other knitting that I didn't show you last time. I'd cast it on, but I'm going to show you now because we're 10 days in. This is my Beaches and Birdsong 12 Days of Christmas.
Right.
So I'm just about to start. Well,
we're doing a spoiler. If anybody doesn't want to see it.
Spoiler. Well, so I've just joined day 4. So I'm going to show you days 1, 2, and 3. And I appreciate 12 days. People might be saving this for Christmas. So this is the Beaches and Birdsong 12 days. If you don't want to see it, look away. And this is, I told you what I was going to do. It's the Manic Panic Cowl. And this is it so far.
Oh, nice colours.
Really nice, musical. I've just joined in day 4.
Nice. I like that. Also, the great. So day 4's a got tonal colours in it, has it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, I see there. Yeah, yeah.
You can't really see, but it's really it's really dense.
Looks nice.
It is nice. This is why I did a triangle, I think. It's just not easy knitting. It's not difficult knitting.
We have to think.
Well, I can't remember if it's a paid pattern or not. Hang on. because before I say anything, it's not difficult, but it's not just simple knitting.
Right. Just while Dominique's saying that, our detective boxes went out. We're not going to talk about them, to be fair, because we know there's a lot of people that are keeping them for Christmas Day. So we will probably talk about our Christmas detective box after Christmas, just because we don't want to spoil it for a lot of people. We know some of you are working on it, but we do know there's a lot of people who have wrapped them up and kept them for Christmas to work on the 12 days of Christmas. So we'll start doing spoilers after Christmas and show. Oh, let there be light.
I've not cast mine on mine.
No, I haven't. Yeah, mine's not cast on either. So if you're wondering why we're not showing them or we haven't put anything on social media, that's the only reason, because we haven't done it as an advent calendar. We know people were saving them as Christmas presents. So
and then something to look forward to in January. It's free. It is a free pattern, so I can tell you. It's just knit one, slip one, but the slip one is with yarn forward. So you're having to move the yarn every So I might as well be knitting a moss stitch.
Yeah. A moss stitch poncho.
So it's just slow going. It really does feel like slow.
It doesn't feel like it's easy rhythm to do.
No. And it's not, you don't have to think really, but it seems to take forever. And I really want to.
Is it knitting the round?
Yes.
It seems quite big.
And this is the small one. It is quite, there's three sizes.
So do you double it to put around your neck, or is it like a big slouchy cowl?
No, I think you can double it. There's part of me that wants to rip it out because...
You're not feeling it, Dominique, are you?
But I think I will when it's finished. But it's just taking forever. Anyway, it's easy knitting. It's easy sat in front of the TV. I've not had time to knit. I've been tired. I just need to... I'm liking how it's coming together.
Hold it up close. Can you really see the pattern on it?
Well, it's
or could you just... yeah.
You can.
You can, but not that.
That's the back, which looks like moss stitch.
Yeah. You can see it, but not that much. I'd be tempted to just do it in blooming garter stitch.
But I've done that much now.
Well, do that much, do a bit in garter stitch, then do that and much again. Mix it up, put that bit in, do a bit in garter stitch, whiz on with it, and then finish off with it like that.
I just don't know. I like really drapey.
It feels too heavy, does it?
It's very dense, which it's going to be, but the more I knit with it, the longer it gets. The drapey, do you know what I mean? When you've only got a little bit on your... We'll see.
If you don't like it, you can always pull it out, like you say, can't you?
But
it just looks massive. It just looks huge.
Liking the... Well, I mean, it is. She's got it wrapped round twice there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was short, medium and large. The short you cast on 300...
medium and large.
Short, medium and long. But you either cast on 333, 445 or 555. So
that's like a jumper. That's like a jumper.
Guess why I went for the small one?
That's huge.
It is. I think I liked it because of the bright colours. Like it's really a scrappy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. If next week I've changed my mind or I've not done any more, you'll know I've really not enjoyed it, and it's fine. It's just, it's not knitting quick enough for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Bear in mind last year, because they're only 10 gram minis, last year I knit that adventuresome wrap and managed to keep up nearly knitting 10 grams a day. And that I'm knitting about, it's taken me about 3 or 4 days to knit a day, but
I've got to say, Sally's knitting the cushion leg shawl, isn't she, that you've been doing? And that looks really nice in the advent calendar that she's got.
Yes, it looks
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Really
I do like the shape of that. I must admit, it looks nice construction.
In fact, Sally asked me to show it, but I forgot that I'll have to do it. I'll have to show you it another day.
Show us it next week. Write it down in your notepad for next week. We're really not with it.
That relies on me reading this. I have written it down. I mean, I enjoy knitting on that. Maybe because I'm only opening each day as I come to it. Maybe I should just open all of them and I'll decide.
And then decide whether that is the right thing you want to do.
Yes, but I do like the anticipation of seeing what's next.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because sometimes you want to see them all, and then sometimes you don't. You want to just crack on with them.
Yeah. We'll see, but it's coming along. It is coming along.
You'll get there in the end. I'm going to show you now. Dominique did me an advent calendar. She made me up an advent calendar, which is fab. And she's probably already forgotten what's in it. So it's probably going to be...
Of course I have.
I've opened... I had to open quite a few today because, of course, I wasn't home since Monday. So I enjoyed opening up quite a lot. So I can't remember the order they came in, apart from I do remember that the first one...
Yes.
How cute is this little bag? I love it. Look, I love it.
That had to be day one. I thought that's got to be day one.
That had to be day one. And then I've got a pencil with animals. I've got a cross stitch of a little penguin.
Yeah, I forgot what was in there.
I've got, which I might have to eat now, some chocolates.
Yes.
I'm going to keep out because I'm going to munch on those now. I did think this was a chocolate, but luckily I realised and looked at it. It's a little eraser.
I mean, there was a theme. Once I'd got one thing, I thought, well, that's it. You're just going to have like...
I've got a glitter stick because I like me eyeliner. I need to have a look at what colour that is. I haven't even had a look. Let's have a look at what colour it is. Which is the packaging that can go in the recycling. Oh, perfect. Brown.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, oh, purple, I'm thinking.
No,
I don't think...
Brown. Perfect.
Yes.
That might even fill in my dodgy eyebrows as well. I like these. These always come in handy. Thank you very much, Lee. I like these for washing my face. And this, I mean, this embodies two things that are my favourite thing in the world, especially at this time of year. Christmas and my favourite movie of all time.
Yes.
The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home at Christmas. I mean, it's just, I mean, it couldn't fit better. So that will go on the tree. I love it.
Most things that anything that was bought in person was bought in Scarborough.
I love that. That's
and then
perfect.
Mum wanted something from Avon, so I thought, I know what I can do. We can get some. So yeah, there were. I mean, it is a lucky dip of all sorts of things, but
that, I mean, The Wizard of Oz is one of my favourite movies of all time. I'm just a small child. I love that. I mean, look, I can nearly see through it. Can I do it? There you go.
If that is not the thumbnail.
That is perfect.
That was from the little shop in Scarborough that me, you and Sarah went in and spent ages in. There were two shops next to each other. It was from there.
Bye, Angela. Oh, where we went and bought all those bits and bobs last time.
Yeah. Really nice shop.
I'm going to leave the chocolate out and eat it and remember that that is not a chocolate. Children, that's not a chocolate. That's an eraser. That is a chocolate pieces. I mean,
that's what I say. There are some days when you open it up and you've got just a rubber for your pencil.
I forgot today's. Stickers! Oh, guess what everybody's going to be getting? A sticker. Oh, scan the code for Christmas. I never saw that. There's festive fun for everyone on the back.
Is there? Oh, well, it's the gift that...
I mean, it's not just one sticker, is it? I mean, they go up in size.
There's lots.
It's not that I'm moving it farther away. They are lots of different size stickers. So thank you very much. I am enjoying it because I've said I think that is an excellent idea.
Oh, well, next year I'm definitely going to do it, but I'm going to think of it before the second week in November.
I've kept all the bags and the pegs.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
oh.
I've kept them all. I've been very good. So, yes, I'm going to eat one of these. What else have you got to tell us about then? Oh, I'm going to eat the salted caramel one.
Speaking of Advent, you'll have seen these pictures, but I thought I'd just give you a quick whiz of my Jigsaw Advent calendar.
Oh.
So I've masking taped them.
I was just about to say, you're being brave. Hold it still and let me have a look.
I mean, that's an octopus.
It's
Day
an octopus
one.
having his Christmas dinner.
Day 2. Day 3.
And you can hang them on the tree, can't you? Because where you finger it, yeah, there's a hole. What's that? An owl.
An owl near
right.
the house. And someone did comment, I hope we find out on day 4 whether he got it. Here's your answer. We've no idea because we go to monkeys. I like this one. Day 5.
Oh.
I mean, this is very Christmassy. Day 6.
A flamingo is Christmassy. Have you not seen this year? All there is flamingo ornaments.
Oh, well, there you go. Day 7, we go to a raccoon.
Raccoon!
This is the one I was talking about. I got to that and I thought, oh, it's a rabbit. It was a unicorn.
I still think it looks like a llama unicorn.
What?
I think it's a llama with a party hat on and a red nose.
But it's got a mane and a horn.
I think it's a party hat.
No, it's definitely a unicorn. Oh, look at this one.
That is so cute. I'm with you, Joanne. I love this idea. Next year, I am going to be looking for loads of different advent calendars.
And then
I like how they're all in shapes as well.
So you've either got a snowman shape with snowflakes on the back that you can't see. You have a bauble shape, a Christmas tree shape, or a stocking shape. Honestly, you come in, I had to get caught up because I didn't do any over the weekend. And I think I sat and did 5. They just make me happy, but I've masking taped them so I can hang them. And then at the end of it, I can take them off and then put them back in, and I've got them to do next year. I mean, I'll have another one next year, but I thought I'm going to keep them.
Think it's a brilliant idea, but I still like my idea better that I buy you a 1,000-piece one and I split them all up into 24 containers, and then you just have to wait and see if you can actually put any together.
Oh, I would love that more than these, I think. But
it's happening. It is going to happen.
Sue said, have I found, because it says there are 22 jigsaws and then some glue and string. And I think Sue's right. I think the glue and string should have been early, because otherwise I just had all these out until today when I've masking taped them and I can stack them now. But otherwise, what do you do with them?
To be fair, the glue in the thing shouldn't have been the day, should it? It should have just been as a kit.
Yeah, probably should.
And then 24 jigsaws.
Yeah, but I'm not going to glue them because I want to be able to do them. So
you're going to continue, don't you?
That was a really last minute find and I am loving it. So it was the Gibson one and I can thoroughly recommend it. If I don't know if they've done them previously, I don't know if they'll do them again, but if not, if it's in the sale, buy it now, keep it till next year. There's my life hack for you.
Top tip.
Yeah, I have enjoyed coming in and just sitting for 10 minutes and doing a jigsaw.
Now I'll stop munching on the chocolate. Would you like to see my other advent calendar? So if anybody's got a Corinne Lapierre calendar and doesn't want to see it, although I am way behind because I didn't take it with me to Dad's, I think I am on day, I've done, Yeah, I'm only up to date. I've finished, I'm lying now. I'm up to day 4. So
Right.
if you've already got it, it's not a spoiler. So, where is it? This is how far I am.
So this is a sewing one.
This is a sewing one. I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying this. And I found it very relaxing sitting doing it.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it's only, so the first day was the tree trunk. I had to sew all the tree trunk on.
Yeah.
And then the next day was day 2 was the leaves.
Right.
Day 3 was the nest.
Yes.
And day 4, I'm halfway through the owl, doing the fancy stitching on the owl.
Yes.
But I've got to admit, I am really, really liking it, to the point that I was doing a little bit what you've just said. All the old advent calendars are on her site, and some of them are reduced, and I was like, ooh.
Well, yeah.
And then I thought, get a grip, you know. But I really do like them. I think they'll make. And I was thinking, I don't know what to do with it. But then I was reading some comments. Turn it into a cushion.
Well, I was just going to say, to me, that screams out to be a cushion. Or frame it and hang it on the wall.
Yeah, but I'm liking the idea of a cushion cover.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I'm really happy with it at the minute. I'm quite liking cutting them all out, because you get all your felt and you get the pattern. Then you cut it.
So the leaves weren't cut out.
So I can show you one. I'll show you number 5. I don't even know what is this. So number 5 is, I'm going to do a little snowman.
Right.
On part of it, you get that, and then you get all your.
So you get all, and then you get shown where in the picture.
And then you get a little picture at the top, and it tells you where it goes.
Ah,
clever.
That's really clever.
Yeah. So I'm really enjoying it.
How long do you think it's taking you to do each day?
Oh, not long. I mean, the first one, all the branches, I would say probably took me about an hour and a half. But the leaves, half an hour, didn't take me long.
So it is I know you've been away and didn't take it with you, but it's achievable to do, to keep up with.
And what I wanted to do was to do it on a night. So like do my knitting during the day, and then on a night,
yeah,
you know, I can just sit. And
yeah,
that's what I've enjoyed doing. So I need to catch up on that when finish this thing of Grace's, catch up on this, and then I can do what I want then.
By next week, you'll be up to day 17 or 16.
Well, I'm hoping even maybe tomorrow, if I have a bit of a lie-in in the morning, I might sit and do it in bed and cover my bed in felt. That'll be really a nice thing to do, won't it? Tiny bits of felt just like in the bed. That'll be perfect.
Just extra warmth.
Just extra warmth.
Yeah, I'm still behind with my advent. So the tea advent calendar you got me, because I didn't have a cup of tea at home for 5 days. So I was just, and I've been at work. So I think yesterday I had 2, and today I've only had 1 so far. So I'm just catching up. I'll catch up this weekend, and then I'm up to date. My tea light one, I'm way behind. What else have I got?
You need to set aside like an hour a day just to open all your advent calendars.
The chocolate ones, you'll be pleased to know I've caught up with the chocolate ones. They are definitely caught up. I've just realised that was... I forgot, I've not found a flavour yet I don't like. And I know you wrote it down, but I've not looked. So at the end, I need to decide which my favourite is, but they're all of them.
There was a calendar you could buy, but I thought I want to make, so I bought the tea and then I made it up myself in the tea bags, you see. And I chose as much as I could Christmassy themed ones, and then a few other ones that I knew you'd probably like. So that's how I did it. And then I just gave you the saved bits in the boxes, because I thought, well, you know, you may as well have them. And but
it is nice because some of them I probably wouldn't have but it's nice because you get to try them without.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good.
Have you got anything else?
No, but I was just going to say, we'll be doing the cut-off soon for the sock club, won't we?
Yes.
When's the last day to order for the sock club? Is it going to be this weekend? Because you go away, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it really needs to be this weekend.
Oh, I think it does, because I'm not back till the 30th.
That's what I mean. So it needs to be this weekend. So just remind me which sock club we're on now.
Yeah.
Which one do we send? I can't remember what it is. Is it Monopoly? Yeah, I had a complete brain block. Monopoly. So if you want Monopoly, which will be posted out at the end of this month, so I'll hopefully get it posted out in between Christmas and New Year, so that you'll get it.
Yes.
Possibly just before New Year or after New Year. Because I'm not.
It's going to have to be the Wednesday after Christmas, because Mondays and Tuesdays are bank holidays.
Bank holiday, that's what I'm thinking. So I'll try.
29th. So
I'll try and get it posted on that Wednesday after Christmas.
Yeah.
So that if you want it, we've still got a few left. So it's the Monopoly. You can have it in a 50 gram or 100 gram.
Yes.
In sparkle or non-sparkle.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah and Victoria. They're on it.
I mean, honestly.
I was going to say Cluedo, and I thought no, because I've just
we've done Cluedo. I was nearly about to say the one that's coming after it, and that's why I stopped, because I thought I can't really remember which one it is, so I'll just keep quiet.
Yeah, it was. I'm thinking, yeah, it's definitely Monopoly.
So if anybody would like it, I'll take it off tomorrow. It'll come off tomorrow evening. So let us know, and then we will release the new one in January.
Yes,
whichever date that we do a podcast on, we'll release it on that date. I can't work out what dates are coming. So
7th, I think.
7th, or depending if we do one in between Christmas and New Year. Yeah. We'll let you know what that one is. I mean, honestly, if either of us knew what was happening, I mean, it's surprising we ever turn up on a Friday, is it?
Well, we turn up, we just don't always know what you're going to get.
No, I mean, a bit like us when people say, is it scripted? Do you know what you're talking about? Does this look like we know what we're talking about? No.
I mean, I knew I was going to struggle today, so I've had to make notes. And I'm ticking them off as we've gone, and we've done ever so well. I've got 2 things left to tick off.
I don't have notes. I just pile myself up with stuff and then just talk about it.
Yeah, but things that are not a physical thing to show you.
Is there anything else that we've forgotten about?
Well, there's 2 things. So can you see?
You've done it! I just thought it was paper chain, but it's your ball bands. Oh, Dominique, that's fantastic. Oh dear.
Oh. A panic kit can be put together as easily as it fell to pieces.
I mean, I like how you've gone brown, white, brown, white, brown, white, brown, white.
Well, it's just worked out that I'd got twice as many drops.
I tell you what, from a distance, I didn't realise that they were ball bands. It looked really effective.
So it's just a Mint B, West Yorkshire Spinners.
Genius. I love it.
They are, I'm not going to put it back up. They are all the ball bands I've knit this year. When you suddenly pull them out, there's quite a lot there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of drops. They were the 2 jumpers.
What a brilliant way to use them, or else they'd just go in the recycling, wouldn't they?
But that is a massive shout out to Helen, who is Connington Knits, because she did it last year and had got it round her craft room, and I thought, I really like that idea. So I started, I'm going to do it again. So next year, I'm going to have 2. That's going to go away and come out every year.
That is brilliant. A really good idea. That is a really good idea.
That was a genius idea. And it just, when I first started, I thought, oh, what's this going to look like? I really like it.
When I saw it, I thought, oh, I like your paper chain. And I'd completely forgotten that that's what it would be. It looked really nice up there.
That's what it was. And while we're doing
I love a paper chain. I love making paper chains.
I really enjoyed doing that.
I love them.
While we're doing Crafty Corner.
Oh, I've got something for Crafty Corner as well, you'll like. Not a lot. Oh, where's she going? Where's she going?
Stuck. It's stuck. Don't worry.
Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Oh my God. I could do that with my jumpers instead of putting the things on.
Sue, Marjorie, I know you bought this for me, but Sue and Marjorie went to pick it up for you, didn't they?
They did. Oh, I was going to put my little things on. I could put my jumpers on.
I did say, I wonder what I'm going to put on there, and I thought, I know what I'm going to put on. The socks I knit from our advent 2 years ago.
How have you fastened them on?
I've just pinned them. I don't know if you can see it. I've literally
pinned that. Oh, that looks fab. I love it. Look at them socks.
Because I thought, I'll just like tack them on, and I thought, no, I'm not. I'm just going to pin them on.
And then change it if you want it.
I can change it for spring. I can change it for whatever I want.
That's brilliant.
That is, honestly, I've just done that today. I went and
fantastic.
I got my socks out, and I thought, I wonder if it'll work. I'm really pleased with it.
I need to get my little jumpers out because I didn't know what I didn't know. I keep looking and thinking I don't want to put them as a garland because there's such a lot of them. It's quite a long distance.
Yes.
And some of them need a little bit of a repair job. And that is a brilliant idea. I could just put them there, and then I could send Marjorie and Sue there next year, and we could have another one, Dominique.
Well, I think I get there's 18 little socks on there, and I don't think you'd get 24 on. So if some need repair, just don't put them on.
Yeah, my jumpers are a lot smaller than your socks, though.
I don't think they are.
They are, because I remember. What's this? What's this?
Well, because they're arms, they might be wide.
Mine were tiny. Mine are tiny. Your socks were bigger because you had them on your Christmas tree.
They overlap. I think you could space them out.
Yeah. I could like put them all the way around, though, couldn't I? Do them like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't see who would use the wreath first.
Sue, could you put a picture of your wreath on our Knit and Natter group? Sue used the wreath and she put on all her knitting gift shop little things, which I have bought.
That's right.
And I might still do that. And I might need another wreath, Sue. I'm thinking I might need another wreath at this rate.
But I didn't see it, but Marie obviously saw Sue's and then asked Sue to bring them in. So I got that at the retreat. And I don't know what we were talking. I think we must be talking about the little ornaments. I thought, well, I'm not doing that. Because the other thing I did think about was just balling mini, like knitting needles through them.
Yeah, that would look nice. I mean, look, we're coming up with that. I'm thinking now, I am going to put my knitting gift shop ones on the other one, but I might look and see if I can find a bigger wreath.
Oh.
To put all my jumpers on.
Yeah. Well,
I'm thinking.
I would just do jumpers first and see. But
She's on it. She's on it.
I just thought you might all like to see what you can do with a wreath. Some knitted stockings.
That was your advent calendar, though, wasn't it? You know, that's what you made from your advent calendar. I made jumpers that year, and you made. Oh, I might have to do something for next week.
That must have been 2 years ago at least, because it wasn't last year, because they were already on my. Because last year I hung them on my tree's decorations.
I think it was the year before.
Had to be. So, I'm just throwing it on the floor. Yeah, if you've all got advent calendars and you're not sure what to do with them, little stockings.
I think that was our first advent calendar we did. I honestly do. I think it was the first one we ever did.
I think it might have been. So that is what the triangle's just knitting. Yeah. I think it was.
I think it was our first year.
That could have been 2018.
Good Lord.
Years ago. But yeah, I liked, like you did the jumpers. If you want to just do something every day with your mini, it's a good way to use them, then they can come out every year.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, right. Tick. I've got one more thing to say, and then I think I'm done. And that was after you went yesterday at Knit and Natter, Jane was saying, and I don't know how we came onto it, but Jane was talking about a friend she used to go to another Knit and Natter with had knit tea cozies, but one a month throughout the year. So with different designs and things.
Love a tea cozy.
Well, and I was saying, you crocheted me that Christmas pudding one that I still haven't used. And I was looking for something. I'm not doing socks next year. I'm not saying I'm not knitting any, but I'm not doing one a month. But I think I'm going to do a year of tea cozies.
I love it.
If people want to, maybe we'll just put a group in Ravelry or just share. So Jane was just trying to think of some of the things that her friend had done. So she said for September, she'd done a tea cozy and she'd put like jumpers, trousers, socks for school uniform for going back to school. So
October could be Halloween pumpkin.
Well, so now it started me thinking, and I've sketched out mine already. I know. So what do you do for January? I struggled.
January, you do an exercise one because everybody goes bananas to do exercise.
Well, I'm going to go just for 2022 on one side and two little ducks on the other, because
22. She's getting the bingo in. Oh my Lord, I love it.
So I just thought if anybody wants to join in or just do one, pick one month. February's going to be hearts. March might be sheep. April's going to be an umbrella with April showers. May is going to be WITAE headquarters because it's our birthday. Hunting. June's going to be flowers. July's going to be strawberries and tennis rackets for Wimbledon. August is going to be beach themed, maybe because lots of people go on holiday. September's going to be school uniform. October's going to be a pumpkin. November might be bonfire.
Yeah, fireworks.
December, you've got
Christmas.
From. If anybody's interested, maybe we just set up a little Ravelry group, and if you want to join, just share ideas. But I thought it's something nice to do throughout the year. You're having to come up with ideas and different concepts. So maybe a year of tea cozies.
I love that idea. I love it.
That was Jane. So from Jane's friend, when you just think quite simple, not too much knitting. So if you've not 1 month you're really busy, you could do quite a simple one. I don't know. It just gives you lots of things.
If you don't want to do a lot, you could even do egg cozies. You could do 12 months of egg cozies. If you didn't want to knit a big teapot one, you could go smaller, couldn't you?
Now, not most people won't want 12 tea cozies. I might gift them. They might be Christmas presents. So I thought
you might be bingo prizes.
You might be knitting Christmas presents as you go, or just watch everyone else's.
I love that idea. That's really nice. Thank you, Sue. And I can see you've been planning it. You've got your little sparkle in your eye.
Today, so I've ordered a squared paper notepad. So I can write it out so I can design my own things. But I thought, once Jane had been talking to me, I thought, I just need to sketch some things down. So that's
look what you've started. Look what you have started. 12 months of tea cozies.
Or pick 1 month that you fancy and do that month.
I'm liking it. The only thing I need to talk about while we're talking about this is, so we're here next week as normal. The following week would be Christmas Eve.
Yes.
But we've said that we'll, instead of doing it on Christmas Eve, we'll do it on the 23rd.
Yes.
Which is the Thursday, and do it on an evening. So like we had the fire on, we're going to do that. We're going to do an evening one. So what time do we think? 6:30-ish?
Yep.
6:30-ish. And we did say if anybody would like to join us on that day, please get in touch with us. We have got some names. We know some people probably can't do that Thursday. but we're looking into probably you joining us on the live Zoom, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. Show us what you're working on, have a bit of a chat, and then we can bring somebody else in. If it all goes to bananas, Marie will have her finger on the button. So it'll be hilariously fun.
It'll be festive.
It'll be festive. So if anybody is interested in it and they can do that day, the 23rd, let us know.
I know we've asked to put your names on there, but maybe just drop us an email would be the easiest way to do it.
Pop us an email, because I'll need your email address to be able to send the invite to join in. So, and if you need any help and you want to know how it works, we could always have a practice as well. So don't panic.
And then by then, in 2 weeks' time, we'll let you know what we're going to do over Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
It definitely won't be New Year's Eve, because that would be the Friday, but we might do one between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, might do one.
Go.
We need to see, because you're away, I've got family here, so we'll just need to see what's happening.
Yes.
But we might be able to fit in something.
Yes. I think that's it. I've ticked off everything I'd got. You see, if I'd have not written tea cozies and paper chain, I'd have forgotten them, you see. That's why I've had to write it.
You'd have forgotten them completely.
Yeah.
Have you decided what you're doing about a tree?
I'm not having a tree. I'm going to have the wooden tree, and I've got a little desktop tree. So that's what I'm going to... Because even if I've got one, the earliest I could have got one was yesterday, but I was too exhausted to do that. So the earliest I could have got one today. I've only got 13 days before I go away. And then when I come back, it's like New Year's Eve nearly. So...
and I'm concerned for you, obviously. Have you got a Christmas tree when you're away?
That's what I've got one to take with me. I've got a Christmas tree. I've got lights to take. I'll probably take a chain.
Good.
Everything will be painted. Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Ready. In fact, I've just started to put some decorations out today, and I've already got my mobile decoration tin, let's call it, which I've had in previous years when we've been away. I've got little ornaments that go on a little tree.
Perfect.
So it's, yes.
Goodness for that. I was getting a little bit, crafty things. Look what I made myself using the...
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm thinking, it's a map. What's it a map of?
I bought a new cover for me iPad, which it said it was white, but it's like a bluey white, but I don't care. And then I've cowed it up, because I already have my phone, as we know. Yes. I bought that. My phone was purchased like that. And my iPad and me, I am losing the plot. And my laptop, which you can't see is here, has got this pattern on it. So that's obviously been created by Cricut anyway. And I just looked at it and I thought, I'd been looking at the iPad covers, and they were like 25 quid. And I thought, I'm not paying £25 for a case. So I bought the case, which was about £6.
And then
I stuck to my cow pattern on.
I did to start with think, it's a map. What's it a map? What country is it? I've not got a clue. Then I realised what
it's it's the something peninsula, the way it's sticking out. It's a cow pattern.
Yeah, cow pattern.
And can you believe it? When you typed into Cricut, that's what you found. Cow pattern.
There you go.
Marie's been having fun again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else? I think we're done. I need to put a fire on. My feet are feeling a little bit chilly. At least now you can see my Christmas tree. However, I've now got that funny blur behind me, which makes it look like I'm not in a real room.
Yes, it does look like you're green screened.
It does look like I'm green screened, doesn't it? I am not. This is real. I can touch my little Christmas pudding. Look. Oh. It's real.
It's real. Definitely real. I think that's it.
I think it's it. I think I'm now going to sit and finish off that knitting and do a bit of sewing and watch some utter garbage. Well, I tell you what I've been watching. I've been watching American Crime Story Impeachment. It's been quite good. The impeachment of
Donald Trump.
No, Clinton. It's the Monica Lewinsky story. I've been watching that. Started watching it up at Dad's. So I've got that to watch. So that's quite nice. So when everybody else has gone to bed, I might sit and watch that.
One thing I'd found, and I've just watched, there's only 2 series, Queens of Mystery on A4.
I saw that. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's Agatha Raisin-esque, but it is, yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Is it Australian?
No, it's UK.
There was one I was looking at that was Australian, and I couldn't remember if it was that one. Oh, I might have to look at that then.
Okay, yeah, I think I don't know, there's maybe only 6 episodes in the first and maybe only 4 episodes in the second.
Have you watched the one about the mysteries in the postal office?
No.
They're a bit dodgy, but they are very, very funny. Lost Letters, I think it's called. The Lost Letters Mysteries. It's on. I've seen it advertised. Dominic, you've got to watch it because it's so twee. But it's one of those where you're thinking, well, this is a load of rubbish, isn't it? Oh, the next one's coming on. I'll just watch it as well. You know what I mean?
But they're the ones that you don't have to be thinking. You can just watch. That reminds me. I know we said we were going to go. The Midsummer Murder, interactive Midsummer Murder book that Caroline bought me.
Yes.
I started last night.
Oh, good.
I'm enjoying it.
Is it good?
It's it's like you read a paragraph and then it'll say, you go to the village hall and find this person dead. Do you? Village hall, go to 93. Radio it in, go to 62. So after each paragraph, after each bit of information you're given 2 choices.
Oh, I love that.
So depending which way you go, I mean, I'm not anywhere there, but obviously you can go lots of different ways to find out where. So I am really enjoying it.
That sounds fab.
I don't know if I was expecting some sort of novel that you read that there's clues, but it's not. It's just like go to this. So I'll let you know next week.
Fantastic.
If I solve the murder. But I started last night because I thought, I've not got too much on this weekend. I might have time to enjoy it. And I got into bed and I thought, I've got to put this down because this is silly. So I am enjoying it.
Oh, brilliant. That's good then.
What happens is 10 people could read it and 10 people would go a completely different route.
Oh, I like that idea. I'm definitely going to have to borrow that after you.
Oh, but you have to take your professional hat off because it's like,
what would you really do, or what should you do?
Yes. And 2 or 3 times I've done what I would do professionally and I've thought, I don't think that's what they're after. So you just have to, in the end,
you don't radio it in. You go and have a bit of a nosy.
Yeah, you hear somebody in the house, you've not got a warrant. I don't need a warrant, I'm going in. But it is good. It is really, really good. So once I've finished it, you can borrow it and see. They'll have a different story to me.
I bet it's a good one that you could read twice then, because you could do it how you want to do it and then how.
I think you could read it. I think you could read it lots of different times because your first one, you go one of 2 ways, but then you've obviously got one of 4 ways, one of.
Maybe it's a book that you give to me, and then I'll give it back to you in a few months and you read it again.
Yes.
And then you give it back to me.
It definitely will be.
And then by then they might have brought a new one out.
But I'm also reading it thinking, we could write one of these.
We keep talking about writing a book and I don't know why we don't just get on with it. I mean, we already have some of our characters in our head, don't we?
But I think we could do it. I think we've been waiting for me to read this book to get the idea.
Could it be about a mad person who channels a game show host and murders somebody in a dusty bin by hitting them over the head with a big pack of cards? At a knitting retreat. What do you reckon? On that note.
We need to go now.
On that note, we need to go. So it's lovely seeing everybody. Have a lovely week, and we